Hi, fifth quarter, and welcome to NURS 205, the interviewing seminar course. My name is Liz Stevenson, and I will be one of your instructors this quarter. The other instructor is Carolyn Town, and you'll be seeing her on her recorded lectures for modules 1 and 4. We worked together to create this course a little over a year ago, and it has great success ever since. We're always evolving and changing the course as we see fit, so this quarter, this course will be held 100% online with asynchronous recorded lectures for you to view. We chose to switch to this format from feedback from previous quarters, and we all know how heavy fifth quarter can be for everyone, so we hope this change helps keeps the class low stress and easy. These are our class objectives, and this is what we're getting to take out of this class. We're going to demonstrate professional preparedness by modifying and adapting existing resume and cover letters. We will develop and demonstrate ability to use STAR method for adequately answering interview questions. We will identify tools and resources related to successful interviewing techniques. We will discuss strategies to decrease and manage interview anxiety. We will demonstrate competence and panel interviews using different modalities. We will demonstrate competence and professional standards while interviewing. We will identify strategies used to negotiate and accept job offers, and we will participate in simulated interviews and use feedback to improve our skills. So this is the NURS 205 interviewing seminar expectations. It is expected that you view the recorded lectures as mandatory, and you will be graded for participation points. So basically, each module will open up. You will have a lecture to view. There will be a closing date. In that closing date, you had to have watched within that time frame. Otherwise, you will begin to get points taken off. Module 1 discussion board, resume, and worksheets are due by their specified dates, and there will be a 1-point deduction that will occur for each day that they are late. Interviewing days are mandatory, so to pass this course, you must come to the interviewing day. An incomplete will be given if you are unable to attend, and you will need to retake the course next quarter. This class is meant to be easy and it's meant to be fun. It is not meant to add extra stress. We all know how busy fifth quarter is, and we want to make this easy on all of you. The worksheets that are due will be described during the recorded lectures, and there is also instructions given on Canvas. We only request these worksheets as an assignment because it gives us an evaluative tool for the pass or no pass portion of this course. We want you to use these worksheets as you're preparing for your first nursing interviews, so please ensure to download them and use them each time you apply for a new position. These worksheets become available when Module 3 opens up in your calendar. We want you to help you with your resumes as well, so submitting them after editing with necessary changes per the Module 1 lecture, we can help make small adjustments to ensure that your resume will stand out from the group of applicants. Resume grading will be split between Carolyn and myself. These are very important dates that you guys want to keep in mind. Everything is listed on your calendar, which is on Canvas, but it's also on this PowerPoint as well. So your resume discussion board is due October 13th at 23:59. We are asking for you to make a quick comment about what you learned from the video. There's no need to respond to your other classmates. We just need your input. You are able to respond if you would like, though. The resume is due October 20th at 23:59. This does give Carolyn and I enough time to grade them before your simulated interview. That's why we have the due date so soon. Your worksheets, there will be 3 of them. About Me, STAR Method, and the Story Toolbox are all due on November 24th at 23:59. These can be completed earlier. November 24th is the day after Thanksgiving, but these can be completed earlier, and you have about 4 weeks to complete them from the time the module opens till this due date. So please get them done as soon as you can. That way you don't have to deal with them during vacation break. So you have module closing dates, which I know that I touched on earlier. The viewing of the Panacto is due by each of these dates. So Module 1 is due October 15th, Module 2 is due October 29th, and Module 3 is due November 12th, while Module 4 is due November 26th. We will go in on that due date to make sure that the module has been viewed. Once it has been viewed, then we can go ahead and give you participation points. And like I said, if it is not viewed by these dates, we do have to start to deduct this participation. What else can I tell you? The drop-in Q&A. So drop-in Q&As are a live session via Zoom with either myself or Carolyn for questions, comments, concerns. If you guys just want to drop in to say hi, it's just a time for you to get to know us live through Zoom since we don't have any in-person sessions for this course. We chose these 2 Mondays that fit into the calendar with your other classes, and we hope that all of your questions can be answered during these times. These drop-in classes are not required. They're only if you're seeking assistance from myself or from Carolyn. If you do have individual questions or cannot make the drop-in sessions, you're always welcome to email us to set up a meeting. So interviewing days are scheduled for November 29th, which is in person at Shoreline, and December 6th, which is on Zoom. The time is from 8:30 to 1400. This does not mean you need to be there all day. You only need to attend a 30-minute chosen session on one of these days. There will be a sign-up genius released on Wednesday, November 1st at 6 p.m. The sign-up sheet is first come, first served. So if you can only make it on November 29th, then you need to ensure to sign up for this date, and vice versa with the December 6th Zoom session. The Zoom sessions do fill up very quickly, so be sure to add this date to an alarm on your calendar. That way you guys can sign on as soon as I release it at 6 p.m. If switches or days or times that need to be made, this must be facilitated between the students, and an email needs to just be sent to myself for confirmation of the switch. It's just like at work. If you need to switch a shift, you're going to switch a shift between that person and then let your boss know that you are switching. We've done this in the past and it actually has always worked out pretty well. If you do have any questions or concerns regarding the interviewing dates, please reach out to me. These interviews will be held with various hospitals within the Seattle area. There is a list of our most common ones here. We try to pull in as many hospitals and units as we can. We're constantly seeking out manager interest, so if you do know anyone who is a nurse manager and wants to be involved, we're always open to networking. These interviews are a simulation of a real interview, which means our managers know that this is just practice for all of you. They're eager to get to know you and get their hands on your resume. We have a great reputation here at Shoreline, and managers are really eager to get involved to bring in new nurses. At the end of the interview, you will receive feedback from the managers in verbal and in written form, and you're also able to use this as a networking chance for yourself and get contact information of the managers or recruiters involved. I also send out a selection form for your top choice of facilities and units, so look out for that later on in the quarter. I try to match you in front of your desired specialty as much as I am able to. However, it really just depends on the manager's schedule if I can put you in front of your desired manager. Just because you don't sit in front of the ICU manager or the ER manager that you wanted doesn't mean you can't still get their contact information. Managers are very eager to give out any and all contact info. They just really want you guys to be there and to come work for them. So if you're sitting in front of ICU but you want ER, tell that ICU manager, I do want the ER. Is there any way I can get their contact information as well? It has worked out in the past, and managers love giving out their info. So just something to keep in mind. So if there's any other questions or concerns, please post any questions below in the announcement comments. A lot of your students, you guys will all have the same question, so it's just an easier way to share information among the whole class. If there are any like individual questions or concerns, or you want to speak to me directly, please email me at estevenson@shoreline.edu. I am going to be your first point of contact for this first half of the quarter. Carolyn is out of town, so anything urgent, please feel free to reach out to me. This is going to be a great quarter, guys. I promise you this class is not that bad, so don't freak out. Have a great quarter and contact me if you need me. I'll see you pretty soon. Thanks.